Okay guys, third time I made this video. My camera keeps shutting off. I don't know what the hell is going on. But, okay, so this is a Christ experiences I had with Christ consciousness. So first one was, you know how I've been going up into the light, from the 9th tier into the light. So I just got up into the light a couple weeks ago. Not working out too good. I'm not used to it, so it's really high, and I always have these visions where I'm falling, so I gotta come down and I go back up. Christ wants me up there to teach me stuff, which is gonna do, but I keep going down. And when I'm in the light, he'll pull the links out, do stuff to me where it creates a lot of energy, and I got this fire energy coming up my spine. I can't deal with it. I can't move it up there, way up high, so I gotta come down to like the 6th, 7th tier. Then I can move it, right? And I still have problems. Well, anyway, the last time I was up in the light, I was moving energy, and I like this fire coming right out of my spine, not deep in my spine, but in that area, and I was moving it out of my head. It hurt so goddamn bad. Then I got mad, and I was squeezing it inside myself to push it out with my soul hands, and I somehow loosened one of the skins, and I pushed the skin up into my head, and it folded up into my head, and it was blocking the energy, so I had this big knot in my head. Then I went inside myself, pulled the skin back down, then he had to come in, help it, heal it, and everything. And he won't heat me up, right? And Christ will heat you up, and that'll heal your problems. So he ain't doing that anymore. He wants me to do it within myself, but I don't know how to do it yet, and I can't really try because I'm in so much pain and I'm so frustrated, and my ear's still screwed up, and I just go nuts. So anyway, after all I said all that, I was fighting the pain one night when my skin screwed up. I popped an Advil, brought in Christ, and said, "You fucking figure it out, because I can't do it." Then I passed out, fell asleep, woke up like 4 hours later, and when I woke up, I'm laying on a light table. I'm laying on a light table, and I get up, and I get on my feet, and there's 2 doctors there, and then another guy goes, "Well, did you find out anything's wrong with him? Find out what's wrong with him?" And they're going, "No, we can't find nothing. You see anything?" And he goes, "Well, there's these two little energy balls in his head, but that's nothing. That's normal." And no, there's nothing wrong with him. So I'm looking, and on the light table is like an X-ray paper. It's like a plastic sheet with an imprint of everything in me: bones, skin, energy, moving, ball, like tight energies and stuff, my skins and stuff, all on this plastic paper. And they took different kinds. Then there was one from about my waist to my head. Then there was one of my head. Then there was one in different areas that they had taken. And they couldn't find anything wrong with me. And so I thought that was really cool. So I grabbed the one with my head, and I'm looking at my ear, right? I'm looking at my ear, and I go, "That's the ear. Yeah, fix the ear. Yeah, fix the ear." And it's still messed up, man. Anyway, I decided that was a pretty cool experience, because this is the type of machines they got in the light, in the heaven, right above the 9th tier, and they got this stuff lower down to like the lower astral. So these are the type of machines they got, and they use it. I thought that was pretty cool, because I got to see like an X-ray myself. They got an X-ray paper, man. It's crazy. Anyway, I get off the table. They're talking. I went and looked, and I backed up, and I could see them. 2 doctors were in white, and then Christ was over here beside me, but I never did get to see him. But I heard him talking, because I'm hooked up to them all spiritually with energy, right? Spirit. And I'm hooked up to them all, so I can hear them talking. And they had this thing that came down on the table over top of me and blasted me with either energy or light, and it made an imprint in this paper, sort of like an X-ray machine. That's all I know. I don't know how they do it. But I thought that was a cool experience to tell you guys that, just to let you know, they got some heavy tech up there, and they use it. Okay, so the next experience happened a couple days later. I was up in the lake, having problems again, and I go, I can't move the energy. I'm having a tough time up here doing anything. He goes, and I'm hurting really bad, right? So he sends me down to the 6th tier, and it gives me to another Christ to take care of me and help me out, to move the energy and stuff. For some reason, he don't do that up there. He's above all that. I don't know why. He's teaching me to do it, because I'm a Christ now, and I'm in the light, and he wants me to do it. But I can't. I don't know how. Half of it I don't know yet. I just got here. I don't even know. And so he sends me back down, and I'm hanging out with another Christ, and he's telling me all this stuff, whatever, and just dumb stuff. Hi, how you doing? Then I go to sleep that night, and he heats up my whole body. Boom! I'm sweating. It's really nice. Help pull all the energy out, and basically made me fall asleep. So I wake up. No, while I'm sleeping, I have this dream, right? Christ was healing me, heating me up, and I fell asleep. It's nice. It's really nice. And I fall asleep, and I'm in the ocean on a boat, a big ass boat, and I'm in the Navy. It feels like I'm in the Navy, but I'm hooked up to Christ, okay, because he was heating me up, so I'm hooked up to him, so I'm feeling his stuff, and I'm in this dream, and so I'm in the ocean on this big giant ship, and we're floating along, and we're doing things, and I'm singing a song up and down, up in the waves, The next thing you know, we're on shore, and we're on a beach, and there's a table, and there's a bamboo hut with no walls, and the roof is banana palm leaves, dried palm leaves, or banana leaves or something, and there's little lights around the top of it, and we're all in there drinking beers and fancy drinks, and little umbrellas and everything. We're drinking and getting drunk. And I was with all these guys, and all these guys felt like my brother. They're my age, type of thing. And we're all drinking and talking, having a good time. In the middle of the night on this beach, we're lit up with these little lights hanging around. It was really nice. It was like you could smell the air, and it was quiet and calm and beautiful. And I felt like I was in Indonesia. And I really felt it, and I felt Navy captain or something, Navy captain. And then it goes from that. I dreamt that for a while. Then it's the morning, and we're beside the little thing where we were drinking, and it's the daytime now, and we're on the beach, and there's a big giant mat, like a hard mat, but it's soft at the same time, you know what I mean? But we're not in the sand. And I'm across from a guy, and there's 4 of us lined up, and 4 facing each other, 4 guys facing each other, and they felt like my brothers. And then the other guy, the Christ that was healing me, he's standing there, and he's going, okay, go. And so I just know I'm supposed to follow the guy in front of me. He don't tell me that, I just know it. And I'm following the guy, and the guy's doing Tai Chi on the mat in front of me. Just one move over and over, and he's teaching me, the guy that feels like my brother in front of me. I'm copying him how to do this, and he's teaching me how to do this. So basically it's to the left, to the right, stretch to the left, do this weird thing, stretch to the right, do the same weird thing, go forward and go back, and some stuff with the legs, and it's just like one move of Tai Chi. And then I kept falling over, and I couldn't do it very well. I knew what to do, but I couldn't time it like the guy in front of me. He was like really good at it. And I kept going, I don't think my heart's in this, Christ going, oh, you just gotta learn one move. That's all you gotta do. One move. That's all I want you to learn. And then you can do it wherever you go. Whenever you need to do it, you can do it. You know it. And I'm like, okay. So I kept doing it, and then I fell over. And I go, how come I feel like I'm in the Navy? And he goes, probably because you are. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, we're in Indonesia. Yeah? I go, yeah. And I go, why do I feel like captain or something, right? And I go, are you a captain? He goes, I was a captain in the U.S. Navy, right? And I'm like, really? And he's like, yep. Now do your damn Tai Chi. And he's yelling at me like a captain, right? And I go, he was a captain in the Navy, in the U.S. Navy. And that's why, and since I was with Christ, this is where this guy, this Christ that I'm with now, he likes to go to this spot in Indonesia on the beach. And I'm here with him. Fucking cool is that, man? And so he's teaching me stuff. I found out he was a Navy captain. He died back whenever. And, yeah. So that was cool. And I remember that. And they're teaching me Tai Chi. Just one little move. Anyway, after that, I woke up. Then, later on in the day, today, I went to work, came back at noon, ate, fell asleep. I was hurting bad. More energy was coming up. I pulled my muscles again, moving boxes at work. All the energy was coming up my head like fucking dragon fire, man. Just that hurt so bad. And I couldn't move it. So I brought in Christ, fell asleep. And he was moving it. And I popped an Advil. So I slept for from 12 to 4:35. 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I wake up. And as soon as I woke up, everybody's screaming. They're going, Rich, 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 Rich. And I hear, he's awake, he's awake, he's awake. The kids are yelling, he's awake, he's awake. My spirit kids and my wife, the kids were yelling, he's awake. So Christ comes, he goes, Richard, I got an announcement. And I go, what? He goes, you have just broke the world's record, or you just broke the historical world's record for the inner work achievement. And I go, I broke the world's record? And he goes, yep. And he goes, it was 40 years you've been working on your inner self. Now that's in the body. With Christ in the body, sort of thing. Not Christ. I wasn't with Christ for 40 years, but I've been working on my inner light and my inner self since I was 10. I made a video a while ago, maybe last year. You can look it up somehow, I don't know, but it's on YouTube, where Christ told me I discovered my inner self, and I've been working with it for when I was 10 years old. That's when that happened. And ever since then, I've been working with the ETs, working with Christ. Well, Christ came about 6 years ago, and I've been working with him. And I went from level 1 within Christ consciousness, or tier 1, all the way up to the 9th within 5 years. Now I'm in the inner light. And he's telling me that I just broke the Christ record for inner work in a lifetime in the body, which is cool. Then, all of a sudden he goes, oh, you made the newspaper, right? So they got newspapers in heaven too. Heaven Daily News. I don't know if it's called that, but whatever. But I'm on the cover. And there's Julie or Angela going, can I read it? I want to read it. I'm reading it. And they're fighting back and forth who's going to read. They're going to read the article to me, right? And I can barely hear them. And it was funny listening to them argue. So one of them started reading it. I don't know which one. And they're reading it. And they go, on the cover, you're on the cover and you got your hat and you got a Toronto Maple Leafs shirt on. and you look good. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. So she was all happy. I was happy. I had my Toronto Maple Leaf shirt on the cover. And they gave me a name where I lived and everything. Here in Windsor. Richard Marehouse in Windsor, Ontario. That type of thing. Then they went on to describe that I was working on my inner self for 40 years since age 10. And I just beat the world's record for inner work on your inner self. And it happened around, and she's going, and then she came to the part where she couldn't understand, she couldn't read. She goes, Marley's, and she goes, what's a Marley? I don't understand this part. I don't know. Like in the article, she couldn't read it. Like, what's a Marley? And so she just goes, the Toronto Marlies hockey team, they won the Calder Cup. She goes, and it happened just the same time that Toronto Marlies won the Calder Cup. She's reading it after Jesus told her whatever. Anyway, and so I broke the world's record around that time the Marlies won the Calder Cup. That was a time period for me, for people to understand, because it's like the first time Toronto Marlies won the Calder Cup, and I watched it live, and then I recorded it, and it's on my Facebook secret hockey channel. So if you want in, you gotta be a Toronto fan. Anyway, so Toronto Leafs fan or a hockey fan anyway. But anyway, so that was funny. And I made the newspapers, and I broke a world's record for inner work on your inner self. And I got an award. How cool is that? I brightened my day up. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Got my coffee. Got a pizza in the oven. And just making this video. So this is just a little update of cool things that happened. Now I broke another record about the first person to heal all my skins. I broke another world for healing myself, hearing voices in my head and getting rid of them, healing that. I don't know if they're records or something, but I made videos on my last YouTube channel about them, but I forgot exactly what they were, and Christ said he'll tell me what they were, but I don't know. So if anybody remembers what they were, can you like put them on my Facebook or YouTube, tell me what they were so I can make another video? Because they're really cool, man. This is my stuff for my life. I don't want to die with all this knowledge and stuff I learned just dumped in the wind. I mean, I think I'm helping people out here, giving them this insight into Christ consciousness and how shit works from my own experiences. I'm not saying you gotta believe it, but man, whatever you want. Some people do. Some people know. Some people know more than I do. But, this is my stuff. ETs, Christ consciousness, aliens, all that stuff, man. This is good stuff. I got a lot of good stuff. I'm not saying I'm some cult leader. I'm poor as shit. Not married, no kids, single, bumming around the earth, having experiences, looking at butterflies and bugs, doing things I want to do. That's it. But I'm having all these ET experiences. I'm having all these crazy experiences. And it's awesome, man. It's good stuff. Anyway, I gotta make a lot of videos, but I'm waiting until I move at the end of this month, September. I'm buying a microphone, then I can make good videos, a lot better videos, where I can really explain stuff. Maybe I'll get more than 40 hits. I can set it up really nice and make it look good, get some nice lights and everything. Do live streaming, do interviews with people, talk about cool stuff, stuff like that. Anyway, these are just a couple updates of what goes on in Christ consciousness and heaven and Jesus Christ and all that. Awesome stuff. And I never thought they had an X-ray table, you know. I seen the psycho machines they blast you with, but I never thought they had like. And I seen the doctors pulling stuff out of my head, healing me up, cutting my skins open, doing all that. Awesome. Alright guys, I'm gonna get rid of this video before it screws up on me again. So, just a couple short experiences I had. Later.